In the heart of Igbo land in the early 20th century, legends were not just told, they were lived. Today we journey back to 1912, to the village of Obanaju Enaon, in what is now Enugu State, Nigeria, to uncover the story of a man whose life was destined for greatness, Odo Nek Nwabadoko. His birth itself was a miracle. His parents had suffered the unimaginable pain of losing child after child. Desperate, his father, Nwanek, a man of strong will, turned to the ancient spiritual traditions of his people. He journeyed to consult the most powerful oracles of the time, seeking an end to his family's sorrow. Not long after, a son was born healthy, strong, and full of life. They named him Odo. His arrival was like the dawn after a long, dark night. It marked a turning point. The family's fortunes soared. More children followed, their home filled with laughter, and Nwanek became a respected farmer and a leader, a patriarch of a thriving household. He even rose to political prominence under the colonial administration, a testament to his influence and wisdom. Growing up, Odo was like any other boy in his village, but as he matured, something extraordinary began to surface. He possessed a physical strength that was simply astounding. This power found its purpose in two pursuits: farming the land and mastering the wild. By his early 20s, Odo was no ordinary hunter. He was a legend in the making. Villagers would approach him before he set out, placing orders for specific game as if he were simply going to the market. "Odo, bring us a grass cutter," they'd say, "or we crave the taste of antelope." And Odo, with his trusty Dane gun, would almost always deliver. He was especially known for his uncanny ability with birds, bringing down entire flocks of guinea fowl with a skill that bordered on magical. His name echoed through the forests and farmlands, synonymous with skill, strength, and abundance. But the forest was not the only place where Odo's strength would be tested. His prowess as a hunter, his deep knowledge of the terrain, and his sheer physical power made him a natural choice for a different kind of challenge: warfare. When simmering tensions between his community of Akpugo and the neighboring town of Oruku erupted into conflict, Odo was called upon to defend his people. He wasn't just another fighter. His bravery and tactical mind quickly set him apart. He rose through the ranks, becoming a field commander, leading his fellow warriors into the heart of battle. The skills he had honed hunting elusive prey in the dense bush were now employed against human adversaries. He was as strategic as he was strong, as patient as he was fierce. The hunter had become the warrior, and his legend was about to be forged in the crucible of war. It was during one ferocious battle that Odo's story ascended into the realm of myth. The clash was brutal, the chaos overwhelming. In the heat of the fight, Odo found himself cut off, a lone warrior deep in enemy territory, surrounded by hostile forces. Lesser men would have panicked, but Odo's hunter instincts took over. He found a shallow trench, a depression in the earth, and dove in. With remarkable composure, he covered himself with grass and branches, blending into the landscape, becoming one with the ground he fought to protect. He held his breath, his body as still as a stone, while enemy soldiers tramped directly over his hiding spot, their boots inches from his face, their voices calling out as they searched for survivors to eliminate. For what felt like an eternity, Odo remained motionless, a ghost on the battlefield. Hours passed. The sounds of battle faded, replaced by an eerie silence. Only when darkness fell and the last enemy soldier had departed did Odo carefully emerge from his earthen sanctuary. He was alone, far from home, but he was alive. His journey back was a solitary trek through the dark, silent night. Back in Acpugo, hope had turned to despair. As the hours ticked by and Odo did not return with the other warriors, a heavy gloom settled over his family. His comrades reported that he was last seen deep behind enemy lines, swallowed by the chaos of the fight. The conclusion seemed inescapable. In his father's compound, the mood was somber. His wives, his siblings, and his aging father, Nwanik, began the heart-wrenching process of accepting that their hero, their provider, their protector, was gone. They steeled themselves for the mourning rituals that would surely begin at dawn. But then, through the stillness of the midnight air, a sound broke the silence. Heavy, deliberate footsteps approaching the compound. Out of the darkness a figure emerged, a silhouette against the moonlit sky, a Dane gun slung confidently over his shoulder. It was Odo. The silence of grief was shattered by cries of pure, unadulterated joy. A wave of jubilation swept through the compound. His wives, who had been weeping in sorrow, now wept with relief, rushing to embrace him. His siblings clung to him, unable to believe he was truly there, but the most powerful moment came from his father. Nwanik, the old patriarch, a respected warrior and leader in his own right, looked at his son who had walked back from the jaws of death. With a voice full of pride and awe, he declared Odo Nike Ogu Nwok, Odo the strong, the tiger of a man. It was more than a greeting. It was an anointing, a recognition of his son's unbreakable spirit and legendary courage. In that moment, Odo Nik Nwagbadoko was no longer just a man. He was a living symbol of resilience. This incredible episode cemented Odo's status in the memory of his people. He was the great hunter who could command the forest, and the fearless warrior who could stare death in the face and walk away. His story became a cherished part of Acpugo's oral history, a tale told to inspire future generations. He embodied the perfect fusion of two worlds, the ancient valor of the traditional Igbo warrior and the modern leadership required to navigate the complexities of colonial rule, a legacy inherited from his father. Odo's life serves as a powerful reminder that true strength isn't just about physical power, but about the resilience of the human spirit, the will to survive against all odds, and the courage to walk out of the darkness and back into the light. The story of Odo Nik Nwagbadoko, the warrior hunter, is a testament to the incredible histories that live within our communities, often passed down through generations. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the past. If you were inspired by this story of courage and resilience, please give this video a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more incredible stories from history. We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, stay curious.